Many large and important battles were fought during World War I. All battles were fought in Europe between the two armies. Several casualties happened, and many men lost their lives. Also, many aircraft were lost, which in return made many other people die. With the new use of trench warfare, it helped countries with their battles. Battles resulted besides having their losses and wins, but France, the United Kingdom, and the United States and their allies technically came out victorious for the whole war. Now we will talk about some significant battles that played a large role in World War I. The Battle of Somme was located near the Somme River, north-central Somme, and southeastern Pas-de-Calais, France. The battle lasted through July 1st through November 18, 1916. The German Empire had a difficult time fighting against the British Army that consisted of British territories, Australia, New Zealand, Newfoundland, Canada, India, and South Africa. The British Army also joined forces with the French Army to defeat the German Army. Commanders of the French and British Army were Douglas Haig and Ferdinand Foch. German commanders were Max von Gallwitz and Fritz von Below. The Battle of Somme was said to be the largest battle recorded and also the battle with the most casualties, making it the bloodiest battle ever recorded. The battle had a short pause in the late autumn, but continued on, with a total of 623,907 casualties and 782 aircraft losses between the two armies. This was said to be one of the worst battles in history. The results of the battle were indecisive, considering both sides had their downfalls.
Western fronts were where many significant battles and actions took place. The first action on the Eastern Front was the Battle of Stuplen, fought by the Germans against the Russians. A few other battles on the Eastern Front included the Battle of Gumbinnen, Bolsbach, Lutzek, and the Battle of the Masurian Lakes. The Battle of Tannenberg in August 1914 was perhaps the war's most successful victory on the Eastern Front, when it ended in the Russian commander committing suicide. Many more battles took place on the Western fronts. Included in these battles were the tremendous offensives at Verdun and Somme, though there were many other altering battles of World War I there as well, such as the battles of Liege, Mulhouse, Les Hamel, Cambrai, Guillemont, Vimy Ridge, and many others. On the Eastern and Western fronts, many important actions and battles took place.
The Battle of Jutland was the biggest and greatest naval battle fought in World War I. The battle began on May 31st, 1916, when the British Admiral Beatty, commanding British battle cruisers, encountered the German Admiral Hipper and chased them directly into the main German fleet, which was the first phase of the battle. In the second phase of the battle, all was going well on both sides, but while the Germans were pursuing the British north, a design flaw led to the destruction of 2 British battle cruisers. In the third phase of the battle, while the Germans were pursuing the British fleet north, they got bombarded by Jellicoe's fleet. The Germans thought that Jellicoe's fleet was too far north at first to intervene. In the fourth phase of the battle, Jellicoe's fleet forced Scheer's fleet to retreat, but Scheer soon realized that Jellicoe had slowed down, and Scheer's fleet crossed straight into the main British fleet, and within 10 minutes he suffered from 27 heavy hits from the British, while his fleet only inflicted 2. The final phase of the battle led to the retreat of the Germans. That was covered by lighter German battleships. The result of the battle led to the destruction of 1 battlecruiser, 1 pre-dreadnought, 4 light cruisers, 5 destroyers for the Germans, and the British only lost 3 battlecruisers, 4 armored cruisers, and 8 destroyers.
The First Battle of Ypres, also called the First Battle of Flanders, was a battle fighting for the strategic town of Ypres in western Belgium during October and November of 1914. During this battle, the French, Belgians, and United Kingdom fought against the German Empire. The German army outnumbers the French, Belgian, and British army 5,400,000 to 4,400,000. The casualties for the German Empire are 19,350 killed, 82,520 wounded, and 31,265 missing. For the French army, 50,000 to 85,000 killed, wounded, and missing. For the Belgian army, 21,562 killed, wounded, and missing. Plus for the British army, 7,960 killed, 29,562 wounded, and 17,873 missing. Some people call this the race to the sea. The result is decisive Allied victory. The Second Battle of Ypres occurred at the beginning of World War I. It was one of 5 battles fought in Ypres, Belgium at the beginning of the war. The battle was very short. It only lasted from April 22nd to April 24th in 1915. Chlorine gas was by far the most effective weapon used in this battle. The 1st Canadian Division fought against this new war technique. It would lie in the trenches and valleys. This gas was so powerful that in just 2 days there were 6,035 Canadian casualties.
As you can see, the battles played a large role during World War I. Without these battles, World War I would not have been possible. These battles ended in losses of many lives, but these men risked their lives on the front line to fight for their country. Battles play the largest role in war. There are many important battles that contributed to World War I. These battles will never be forgotten.